warp gates, and his Stargate should be finished here pretty soon.
And this is an extremely unusual play. This is very all-in-ish from TTOne. He has 4 unit-producing structures, and again, the Stargate is one of the most expensive ones because Void Ray's coming out. Look at TTOne even saving up that Chrono Boost for those Void Rays, and it looks like Slush just going for a big all-in counterattack of his own. No drones in the main, nothing but Zerglings being produced, actually. Oh, this could be a huge trade coming up right now as Slush has almost no anti-air, and Slush actually running the wrong way up here. It looks like there might be an army trade. No, it looks like they're not going to try to swap mains. TTOne, I think, is actually in the mood to do it. Does he have any sentries out? Oh no, TTOne is going to get caught completely off guard.
This army is going to go down, at least that half of it. I don't know what the rest of these units can do.
Oh,
do note that TTOne
goodness.
blocked his entrance.
Oh, and the Banelings do a huge detonation, taking out tons of units. One lone Zealot didn't even have time to retreat, and Slush is in a glorious position, but he needs to get more Queens up as there are Void Rays en route and just rally directly into the main, and there it is. Slush needs to begin making as many of those as he can, and oh, no sentries! He didn't make any sentries, but there is a wall off there. He will be able to do a little bit of damage. Roach is trying to come up. These Void Rays could potentially win him the game. That is fully charged. Oh, Slush might crumble right here after getting a huge lead.
TT1 keeping his composure here. He does have the Void Ray fully charged on that spawning pool, which is going to go down. No, he switches to the hatchery, and any queens that do spawn out of here are going to die almost immediately because he allowed them to charge up on
and
these buildings.
A Baneling bust in the main. He is running right in. He has managed to get up into the main. He is surrounding all of these units. He did another Baneling detonation, but I still think that TT1 is going to be able to hold it off. It looks like Evolution Chamber going down as these Void Rays are just ripping through the main. They have lost their charge. The Zerglings are still trying to do a lot of damage, but I do not think that Slush is going to have enough units.
I do like how TT1 able to squeeze out one last Void Ray, and I don't know what the Zerg player Slush can do about this, as TT1, yeah, he did get Baneling bust, but he did not take that much damage.
And there's the good game. 2 big all-in plays from TT1, managing to win it. TT1 again was in the losers bracket starting on round 2 and has managed to come through a lot of players. There are currently no more Zergs left in this tournament.
Yeah, poor Slush, the last Zerg is out of here. TT1 though, we have got to hand it to him, getting knocked down to the losers bracket. Hasn't lost a game in ages. I think that's 4 rounds now that he has gone 2-0. He has got to be in the zone right now, so if you can keep that momentum going, you better watch out. This guy's definitely on fire.
The one thing that's concerning though is that as you get later and later in the tournament, those styles of play by TT1, the big one basing styles, get increasingly dangerous because a good player will always know how to defend that properly. So have to have good transitions planned on Desert Oasis. He walled himself in and literally couldn't expand if he wanted to. He was committed to it. That's a very strong play, but it's very dangerous as well.
It's definitely interesting too how he is comfortable walling himself completely in. I mean, that doesn't allow any units in, but if somehow there's a drop or something, it can be very difficult to deal with because then you have to kill your own buildings anyways. And it's interesting, definitely a unique play style there, but it worked out, and I really like that on Desert Oasis. I think people can learn from that because the Zergling run-bys, that's what kills most Protoss on that map.
So we are going to be taking a look at some winners bracket games coming up in a little bit. Kiwikaki, just some other results. Kiwikaki did manage to defeat Nadagas 2-1, lost his initial game on Delta Quadrant, but came back and played brilliantly in the next 2 games. What are some other notable results that have come out of the winners bracket? Is Chthon Luck Druby being played right now, or has that already been played?
I don't know. I've been casting, man.
Yeah, I'm up here. You know, it's kind of funny because just as much as we are professional casters, yes, we're also I especially am a fanboy. So like in between the games, I'm actually really hungry, but I keep not eating and just watching like 7 matches go on at once. And I mean, you even see QXC playing in the losers bracket. He was not happy to be knocked down by HUD.
Oh, I actually ran into him. He was not pleased about that matchup. He was really, I think he realized his performance in that last game wasn't as good as he wanted it to be. It really got to him, so he's just got to keep his cool, kind of get in the TT1 mindset where it's just like, you know what, you got to give it your best. You're here. Just because you lost does not mean you're out. I mean, in the finals, it's someone from the losers bracket or the lower bracket, to be nice to them. But it's if he plays the game he knows and doesn't let that get to him, then I think he definitely will be someone to contend with and very well could make it to the finals.
So we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the bracket in just a moment, but I think the one thing that's impressing me most today is how well the Protosses are playing. I mean, people love to talk about Terran imbalance, Imbalance. People love talking about Terran Imbalance. That's like
I think there's like one thread on Team Liquid about it, yeah.
Oh yeah, and it has like 800 million pages on it. People wake up, they get a bowl of cereal, and they're like, I have to just be right on the forums today. It's going to be about Terran Imbalance, but the Protosses are the ones who are really playing well. We've had a lot of intense PvP matchups. Oh, in Control getting eliminated by Sock. 2-0 Sock did this insane 4 Warp Gate strategy in all the games. 1 Stalker, no units, then 3 more Warp Gates, and then just 4 Warp Gate all in, and it worked twice.
I can't believe I missed that. I think I was watching a different one of the games, but that is absolutely crazy. That is something that a lot of players wouldn't know how to deal with because it's something that you don't have to deal with that often, so definitely great play there. I do want to mention a lot of Terrans have advanced. I mean, they have been playing well as well, but the Protoss definitely making a good showing. I'm pretty sad, though. No Zerg. Like, it's definitely no more Zerg.
But it happens. There weren't too many Zerg representatives coming up in the tournament, and I believe we do have Natagast versus Sock that is going to be played soon.
Is that one's in the lower bracket, right?
Oh, QXC versus Select is actually going on in the lower bracket right now. No, not the losers bracket. Everyone's a winner at MLG StarCraft.
We don't keep track of scores.
But QXC versus Select, that's going to be a crazy game. Very curious. Oh, QXC lost. I just saw a fist slam down.
Oh,
definitely not happy.
Yeah, he's definitely not too happy.
He was ripping through the winners bracket of the tournament, and then 1 loss to Huck, and then 1 loss to Select, and he's out of the tournament. There's also Zhao versus Drewby going on as well right now. So
I'm kind of curious, Natagast, have you known much about him? I remember when I was coming up here, a lot of people were like, dude, he's going to do really, really well. And I just haven't seen him, anywhere else except for here, and he's just totally doing good. Maybe you know more about him.
A lot of cool plays with Banshees. That's a unit that players have been doing more with as of late, because the Banshee is this flying unit that can cloak, that has one of the highest DPS in the game, and not only is it good for harassment, but it can pop back into your main army and reinforce it really well. So
I saw every time I looked over there, he was using it against Protoss, which I don't think you see nearly as much. So we are going to go ahead and take a commercial break, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We are live from Raleigh, and we will see you back here in just a moment.
Cheers.